excited to go to the movies. Come on. Woo! Here you go, Mr. Movie Person. Hey, dude. Hey, ready for this movie? Heard it's gonna be sick.
So excited!
Shh, I think the movie's gonna start.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Today, I'm gonna tell you a story full of suspense. It's called The Amendment Movie. You're coming with me.
And so, the president was taken hostage, and the vice president took his place. This is because, according to the 25th Amendment, if the president dies or is missing, the vice president becomes the new president. So order was back in place.
Thank you for coming. I have gathered you here today because I would like to inform you that your president has been assassinated. But on the other hand, I will become the new president until the re-election. Thank you. Quiet down. Okay, for my first duty as President of the United States, I'm going to add an amendment, which will be to prohibit alcoholic beverages.
After the announcement of the 18th Amendment, which abolished alcohol, the public rioted. People hated it, and people began to petition and were protected by the First Amendment because people have the right to complain or seek assistance from the government without fear of punishment. During the petitioning, the president discussed business with his mafia. Although there was a ban on the production of alcohol, it didn't stop them. They started creating moonshine and buying alcohol illegally. Crime skyrocketed. The president participated in the crime during the Prohibition. Bootleggers can make millions of dollars and become very wealthy.
Eat this! Thank you, Black Burger. With everyone thinking that the president's dead, I was able to prohibit alcohol beverages, which I now can sell illegally. And I can make billions.
The press heard that the president was alive and was being held hostage. When the press heard this conversation, she knew she had to tell the world. And so she was protected by the First Amendment because it gives her the freedom of the press. So she sent to the papers and got her story published and distributed around the world.
Breaking news, everybody! The VP is holding the president hostage! Here you go. Here, you take one. Here.
In the mafia cellar, the president was being tortured. They performed cruel and unusual punishment on the real president. This is illegal because the 8th Amendment protects everybody against excessive bail and/or cruel and unusual punishment.
I have something for you.
After hearing the news, the police knew they had to search the area. But first, they needed a warrant. The Fourth Amendment protects all citizens against unlawful search and seizures without a court warrant. They also need probable cause, which was provided from the news story.
Chief, I need a warrant. Chief,
Yes. I'm like,
I need a warrant.
VP is holding the president hostage?
Yes.
Oh, you need a warrant, alright? Get on it.
Meanwhile, the president and his mafia were practicing their religion. Although their religion may seem a little unlawful, the First Amendment gives everyone the freedom of religion, so you can believe in whatever you want. The police took their warrant and headed to the scene. And with the Second Amendment, they took their guns because they had the right to bear arms.
You're under arrest. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Any sudden movements, I shoot.
The president and the mafia did not die from their gunshot wounds, and they were taken to the court and given a fair trial because according to the Sixth Amendment, everyone deserves the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury.
Order in the court! Order in the court! Former Mr. President, you are under arrest for tax evasion. But then,
After committing suicide, the mafia and the vice president were no longer in power. Instead, the president took his spot back and the world rejoiced.
Hello. Since I'm back, I'm going to make a new amendment, and I'm going to repeal the ban of alcohol.
so, that's the end of the movie. Did you like it? Did you learn a lot? Well, that's all. Goodbye.
That freaking sucks.
No, it didn't.
I have the freedom of speech, brother, so shut the up.